Hello,
everybody,
and welcome back to our podcast.
Today we'll be talking about crazy school stories again.
Just part 2.
Part 2 to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. First story is about me, actually. I can actually say this is about me. And that it's, I'm sounding a bit nasally right now, and it's because I was sick. And, well, what happens when,
You're
sick and you have to leave, not be at school anymore, but your mom works at the school, so you can't leave because she still has to work. And
what about your dad?
She could he was at his work, which is farther away than he would be able to do it. Nowadays he's actually at home, so it's better. He could actually do it nowadays, but I also have a car now. Anyway, point is, I basically, when this was there, I basically had no place to stay. Either I don't think I had an option. I don't know why I had to be in this place. I don't know why I couldn't have just been taken home. But I guess she didn't want to leave her work. I don't know why she couldn't just get like somebody to pop in for a little bit, drive me home. Anyway, so she put me into the PTA closet in the
teacher's
lounge where they eat, pretty much, obviously. And they were eating, like it was while their lunch was happening, I was in there. And so I was able to hear, I guess it happens during, like nowadays, everybody's lunch is at the same time. So it's like, you make a full block hour. But this one's like separated because it's like different grades. So it's like 3 hours of nonstop people being in there, and I had it back and forth. So I had all kinds of different people coming in and like seeing what's going on, and the closet wasn't even fully closed. So people would see me kind of, but it was still pretty close, so no one would notice I was there. And I was just watching YouTube, eating Doritos, and like snuffling.
Did you play Geometry Dash?
Oh yeah, I was playing all the games.
What was that one?
I was so bored, but at the same time I was dying because I was sick.
Clicker game. It was like Vlogger
Go Viral.
Yeah.
It's like a cookie clicker, but like
better.
A bit better because it was YouTube.
Because no cookies with grandmas.
Yeah, no cookies with grandmas.
Yeah.
But anyway, obviously having the role going to more like teacher sort of side ones.
Yeah, because
having like janitor is really
having
janitors are really, they work really hard and they're very hardworking people. So, sometimes the job can get kind of difficult and you might get angry at your job.
Well,
but this is no excuse for this person.
Well, here at Liberty, we love our janitors. Like they're all nice, but at our elementary school, they weren't very nice. Maybe it was you.
It was you too. It's everybody.
Yeah, but there was one specific janitor that was just really mean to us for no reason.
I think it's just because basically both of her moms like worked there. But, like,
they both subbed and were a part of the PTA.
Oh yeah, by the way, my mom subbed, not worked actually. Anyway, she they would both work there, and so we'd have to stay. Just
after school.
We couldn't like leave.
All the PTA things, all the teacher meetings.
Everything. And so we had to whatever they had to stay for. Like if both of them were doing something, or both of them wanted to do something, we had to stay there as well because we couldn't just go home. And so, obviously, fourth and fifth graders, and even nowadays, if you're left alone and you're able to do whatever you want in a whole entire elementary school, of course you're gonna
run around
and have fun, and maybe throw some water balls on top of the gym, and the water ball gets stuck up there, and then you tell everybody, "Wow, the water bottle flipped," and it landed up there as well. Yeah,
it did.
Anyway,
that was really cool.
Maybe obviously there would be a reason why the janitor.
Yeah, and maybe slide down the ramp that we had leading up to the music room.
That's true, that too. Which might have caused her to be not happy with us, but
Well, I think it was also the fact that she didn't know who our parents were,
Yeah, she didn't know, but because she loved both of our parents.
Yeah, but she hated us. Like, literally, anytime she saw us, even years after, during 6th grade, she'd always give us the side eye, and she'd be like, even what are you doing?
We come back, but no. But okay, so moving on to the next story. Going back to teachers, we basically had this one teacher that was also kind of like it was make believe like beef. It was make believe like they thought we hated us. Actually, we don't know. She could have been like that, but we don't know. Basically,
Well, we never had her either.
We never had her because she only came in when
we were in like 5th grade.
Yeah, we were later, and she was like
she taught 2nd grade.
2nd grade, kindergarten, 1st grade, or something like that. It was just like the lower grades.
Yeah.
And the first time I ever met her is actually like the reason why this whole thing started, and why we have like the conspiracy theory, not really, that she hated us kind of, and it was because one of my friends at the time that still actually goes to Liberty, he was like, it was something with like Halloween parties.
Was the Halloween. Our school did a Halloween parade, so we all had to line up and then walk around outside in our costume. And the way to get outside that way, you had to walk through like the lower grade hallway. Mm-hmm. And so we were all stuck right outside our classroom because there's like 1,000 kids that go to that school. And
so we were stuck right outside, kind of, sort of. I think I actually might have been on the way as we were walking. Or it was something like that. But we basically, there was like obviously since it's like, it was like the parade, it's like party, that's how it is in like elementary school. Like the parents come and stuff like that, and obviously some parents have like younger children, so it's like they have babies, and there's a baby I saw in there. I was like, oh, funny, there's a baby there. And I was showing you later in the day, like the same day, and it was like later because we gotta stay after school.
Oh my god, I forgot about this.
And I was showing you, and I was like, here, look, oh my god, this is where he saw the baby. And then this teacher, because we thought she wasn't there, that's why we walked in. We walked in actually into the class, middle of the class. We're just in the middle of the classroom. We're like, oh, this is where we saw the baby.
Oh my god!
And the teacher was like, "What are you doing?" And we were
she was like, "Hello, hello."
The only interaction with her ever.
Desk was like she had 3, and then on the second one it covered like her space, so you couldn't see her. So all of a sudden we just hear, "Hello, what are you doing in here?"
And well, I don't know if she said, "What are you doing?" I think she said like, "What are you doing in here?" And we were just like, we didn't know what to respond. So we just
we left. We ran.
We didn't even talk to her. We just.
And her name was the worst name ever.
Her name is like so weird.
But like
code name.
Think of a joke name. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Like
we'll use a code name. We'll just say Pasta.
Well, and then she did get married, and then her name changed, and then we call her Pasta because it was similar to what it was. Because I don't think neither of us could actually. We read it wrong, and we thought her name was Pasta. It was not.
So she kind of had a similar name, Pasta. Anyway.
Oh, we already did that one.
Yeah.
And I remember, one of the days after school, we took her nameplate. Like we took her name out of her nameplate. Do you remember that?
Wait. Oh yeah.
That's another reason why I shouldn't like us.
Okay. You'll have to say that story because I don't know it.
You don't?
I don't really know it.
I remember this.
Anyway.
So, the first time that we ever met our 6th grade English teacher was when we were in 4th grade, and we had to stay after school. And in the teacher's lounge, there was a vending machine, so we would get snacks and stuff. And so I put in the money, I put in the code, and I was gonna get Doritos, and then the bag fell and then got stuck like in between the glass.
Happens.
And so we were like, what are we gonna do? And she walked in and she's like, "Oh, do you need help?" And proceeds to walk over and like pick up the vending machine. It's like a regular, like full-size heavy vending machine.
I feel like
she picks it up and she like shakes it from side to side.
Me, it wouldn't be that difficult, but as like a kid, it was definitely something that was like, what?
Well, I can't do it now.
I don't know if I could. It's hard to tell. I'll have to. It's one of those things where it's like, oh, you think your hallways are so much bigger. You think everything is so much bigger when you're a kid, and you realize that was down.
Yeah.
But like, still, I mean, it was still pretty jarring.
An older lady.
Yeah.
And so that was impressive. And then she couldn't get it. And then I think we gave up and left. And then there was this kid in our class who had like anger issues.
Yeah.
And so his mom was also in the PTA. And so I guess the Doritos fell and he got it and he came up to us and he was like, look what I have. And then we were like, what? Yeah. And we were like, give it back. And then turned into this whole thing. I remember that.
Oh my God. And then wait, wasn't it like one of those things where it was like, he's like, no, I'm not going to give it back. And it was like, he got all angry.
Yeah. And then one of us, I think it was you. It might have been me. I don't remember, but like snatched it out of his hands.
I think it might have been me. Actually, no, it might have been you.
I don't remember.
I'm not sure. It actually might have been you. I don't know.
It was one of us.
It was definitely Yeah. So, yeah, he was kind of crazy. We definitely have multiple stories that we can do with him, but that was like.
And his teacher helper.
Oh my God! Yeah. He was special, and also. He had like, well, I don't know what happened exactly, but it was like his mom peered through the window, or maybe it was his teacher. I think it was.
So he had there was this like teacher aide in our school to help the kids who had like anger issues, because we had a lot of those kids, and so for one of the parties, she was like, his mom was there. But she was peering into the window, but it was like super weird because we looked over and she was just like, oh.
I know, yeah. She was just peering through, and it was like she was like making. I don't know. It was. I'm pretty sure she was making she was okay, but it looked like she was like, oh, I hate that he's doing something. I don't know. It just looked like she was like.
Remember her laugh? It was literally like if you text someone and you're like he, it literally sounded like that, except as a laugh, like better. I can't do it, but the first time we heard it, it was so funny.
Yeah, we saw it because we were just like, it's one of those things where like, sometimes you'll just be walking by somebody as they're talking, and it was like you'll hear it and it'll be like super loud when you're right next to the person, and that's kind of what happened with her laugh, but it was like louder. And so it was like right in our ears, like, ha! She just laughed. We're like, oh my God.
Yeah, yeah.
And we couldn't stop laughing about that for like the rest of the like day or something like that. But anyway, that's basically about it for School Stories Part 2. We obviously have so many more.
Yes.
Random stuff happened to us.
And we might do a Part 3. You never know.
You never know.
But thanks for listening to
our podcast.
And we might see you next time.
Bye.